tend to start off a lot of my little talks with, it's funny because, when maybe it's not really that funny, but so I've done some research on psychopathy and sociopathy and sociopathy, however the hell you want to say it, and stuff like that. And it's funny because my daughter called me out on diagnosing everyone as a psychopath. Well, it's true. Everyone's a psychopath on some level. Yours truly included, I suppose. And the reason is we're all just kind of, at least partly rotten, creepy little jerks. And we probably all have this little war we're waging in our souls with good versus evil and all this stuff. And so I don't really think I'm wrong in saying everyone's a psychopath because, if you're a Christian, you believe that everyone's a sinner. And if you're a good Christian, you believe that everyone's a sinner, including yourself. The shitty Christians, are the ones who point at everyone else's sin and they never look at their own stuff. Because when you're looking at your own stuff, you don't point out everyone else's garbage. You always call yourself in on, your accusations of being such a wretched soul. But, so really, I'm right. Everyone's a psychopath, except for my mom and my dad. I'm just kidding, they probably are too. Anyway, it's really hard to see though. I mean, it's a spectrum thing. So some people are really, really hardened and really, really kind of mentally messed up, and some of them are just a little bit. And I hear a lot and I read a lot about empaths and empathy and stuff like that. And really, empathetic people, empaths, kind of expect the world to go the way they need and or want it to. And so I think that they can be a little bit manipulative, because if someone doesn't want to be your friend or be in a relationship with you, you can't emotionally manipulate them with your sorrow and your woes and your sadness into being in a relationship with you. You basically have to cut your losses and get the fuck over it and move on. So, empaths they kind of come off, like in the media or whatever, as these saints, and they're not. They're emotional, they're hurt, all this stuff, but really what it can come down to is being just manipulative about how the world should be for them. And it's not, and sometimes people will get people emotionally tied up, threatening suicide or whatever, because things aren't the way they want them to be. And one of the biggest things we have to do is get the hell over that and stop thinking that the world's supposed to go according to our whims and our plans and our wishes, because it doesn't. So the best thing you can learn to do is roll with the punches and, take it on the chin every now and then and just tell your emotions to, take a hike sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I think everyone's a psychopath on some level, including myself. But really, it's just kind of part of being human sometimes. It just depends on how far you buy into your bad boy image or whatever, how much you are feeding it. There's that little parable, it's a short one, it talks about how there's two wolves or something like that inside you or something, I'm not sure, and one is good and one is bad, and they're warring in your soul or fighting or whatever. And the little boy asks which one wins, and the grandpa says it's the one that you feed. And so I think it's important to not give up on the goodness in our souls, and on and just, even if we're just superficially good, that's still important, because there's something in us that wants some kind of goodness, no matter how dark we are inside. We still are trying somehow, on some level, to be some force for good. Now, who knows how much, but I still think there's value in trying to be good on the outside, even if you're not on the inside. So yeah, we're all little psychopaths. And I honestly think that we all need to be saved from ourselves. And there's different, beliefs on how to do that, and I won't even tell you. You probably know mine, but we're all rotten, and we're all good. So take that.